we're going to dive into the story of a truly extraordinary little girl. I'm talking about a mind so bright it practically shines right off the page. This is the story of Matilda, the 4-year-old genius. So, I want to start with just one number, 3. Just let that sink in for a second. What on earth could the number 3 represent in the life of a genius? You got it. That was the age Matilda taught herself to read. And get this, she did it using only the old newspapers and magazines lying around her house. That one fact, well, it pretty much sets the stage for everything that's to come. So by the time she was 4, she wasn't just reading, she was absolutely devouring words. But her incredible gift kind of put her on a collision course with her own family, in a home that was way more interested in the flicker of a TV screen than the rustle of a page. And this really shows you the problem, right? On one side, you have Matilda's mind, which is just starving for knowledge, and on the other, you have her father's world, where books are, just some flaming annoyance, getting in the way of a good show. And I mean, listen to this quote from her dad. It just perfectly captures the wall she was up against. It's not just that he doesn't care, it's a whole different worldview. To him, the TV is everything, and his daughter asking for a book, well, that's just her being spoiled. So what's a young genius supposed to do when her own home is basically a desert for knowledge? Well, she goes looking for an oasis. And that's exactly what 4-year-old Matilda did. She just took matters into her own little hands. And she found that oasis. It was the village public library. And it wasn't just a building filled with books for her. No, it became her sanctuary. A place where her brilliant mind wasn't just allowed, it could be totally and completely free. And this wasn't some one-time trip. Look at this routine she built for herself. It was like a daily pilgrimage. Every single afternoon, like clockwork, she'd make that 10-minute walk all by herself to spend 2 amazing hours, just lost in other worlds. Talk about determination. So, after a while, having read every single book in the children's section, Matilda hits a turning point, and her journey is about to kick into high gear, all thanks to one conversation with the librarian, a woman named Mrs. Phelps. Can you just imagine hearing that from a little girl who's so small she can barely even see over the counter? With that one simple factual statement, Matilda just completely flips Mrs. Phelps's entire understanding of what a child can do on its head. Mrs. Phelps is just, completely stunned. She has to ask. It's really the only logical question you can ask when you're faced with something so unbelievable. She's seen this tiny girl come in for weeks, but now she has to know the truth. And there's the answer, 4 years and 3 months. Just wow, the precision of it, the confidence, it only makes the whole thing more astonishing. She's not just reading words, she is understanding things on a level that is just off the charts. And here's the proof that she's really getting it. When Mrs. Phelps asks her about the books, she doesn't just say, "I liked it." No, she gives a critique. She says her favorite is The Secret Garden because it was full of mystery. The mystery of the room, the mystery of the garden. I mean, she's analyzing narrative structure before she's even in kindergarten. It's incredible. Okay, so at this point, Mrs. Phelps realizes she's not dealing with just a smart kid. This is a true prodigy. So she decides to offer Matilda a little challenge. A test, you might say. It's time to see just how far this little mind can actually go. And here's the beautiful part. Instead of underestimating her or saying, "Oh, you're too little," Mrs. Phelps makes this brilliant move. She meets Matilda right where she is, intellectually. She trusts her. And she recommends a true classic of grown-up literature. And what does Matilda say? Is she scared? Intimidated? Nope, not at all. It's just pure, unfiltered curiosity. She hears the name of this famous, complex novel, and her immediate reaction is, "I'd love to try it." Now, to really put this challenge into perspective, look at this number. 411. That's how many pages were in the copy of Great Expectations that Matilda was handed. A dense, complex Victorian novel for a 4-year-old. So for the next few afternoons, Mrs. Phelps just watches, completely mesmerized, as this tiny girl sits in a big armchair, totally lost in the world of Dickens. And in less than a week, she finishes all 411 pages. But the most incredible part is what she says right after. She doesn't just say, "I finished it." She says, "I loved it." And then, Then comes the line that proves this is only the beginning of her journey. Has Mr. Dickens written any others? Matilda's story really leaves us with this powerful question, right? Her genius was always there, just waiting under the surface. But the second she found her sanctuary and her Mrs. Phelps, that person who believed in her, that potential just exploded. It really makes you wonder, how much incredible potential is out there all around us, just waiting for the right door to open?